Hey Leute, weiter geht's hier mit Gabriel Knight mitten im Gespräch. Deswegen halte ich jetzt mal gleich die Klappe und lass die beiden noch ein bisschen quatschen.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Animal masks? You mean like those Halloween masks they sometimes use in robberies?
I don't think so. More like real animals.
Never ran across anything like that.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is that I don't like them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
That's coming up, isn't it? We get some occasional weirdness in the quarter, but nothing much. Used to have a lot of strange things happen, though, or so I hear.
What else can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I don't know much except what I already told you.
Does the phrase caprice encore mean anything to you?
Hell no! Is that French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
True enough. Tell me about yourself.
For the book?
Sure, why not?
Okay. What do you want to know?
How do you like working on the police force?
Are you kidding? You know I love being a cop. And Narlands, it's the best place in the world to be one.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, you know, I don't like to count my chickens before they're hatched, but I don't see why I can't be the chief of police of Narlands someday. I already know the mayor, and my track record is one of the best in the department.
I'm sure it's just a matter of moments, mostly.
Yeah, you'll see.
Got any hobbies?
Yeah, making your life miserable.
I'm serious. Don't you shoot or chew or something like that?
No, I'm a freaking ballet dancer. Sheesh. Yeah, I was #1 at the Louisiana State Fair Marksman Contest. I play trumpet, too. You know, put your lips together and blow.
Okay, die Vorlage hast du jetzt geliefert und ich werde nicht drauf anspringen.
How's your home life?
Oh, real funny night. Why don't you just bring in some freaking salt? You know Annie left me. My home life is shit.
Right. Sorry about that. Just tell me anything at all.
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? Man, we used to piss off our senior year teacher. What was her name? Oh, Miss McKelly. You'd act like you were gonna toss her an eraser or something, and then you'd throw it to me over her head. And we used to do it at your grand's, too. Like with the remote when she wanted to watch her soaps.
Yep. And it was a great way to pick up women in the library. Ah, those were the days. Just tell me anything at all.
You know, my doctor told me I got a little family of ulcers starting. I wish this case would end so I could get some rest for a change.
Just tell me anything at all.
Oh, my back hurts.
Okay.
Just tell me anything at all.
For the book, I wanted to be an astronaut when I was young. Or a fireman.
Fascinating.
Ja. Jetzt wird's wirklich ausgesprochen faszinierend hier.
Just tell me anything at all.
Aber ich kann einfach nicht aufhören.
I'm 6'2".
You are not.
Oh, come on. I'm close enough. Just write me up that way.
Just tell me anything at all.
You know, I kind of like a woman with dark hair.
Yeah, I know. It's a regular thing with you.
Now that Grace.
You're on your own with that one, pal. I don't even want to know. Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Sure, no problem. Okay, anything else?
Naja,
What's the status on the Voodoo Murders case?
It's going. I can't seem to make any progress, though. Sluggish damn case. It's weird.
What's the stat?
I told you, it's going for shit.
Gott überlegt, er wird er wieder das Gleiche sagen, aber hat er doch nicht gemacht. Verdammter Mist.
How about getting me some coffee?
Coffee? You want coffee?
Should that surprise you?
Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict. It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies.
So I'm desperate.
It's your stomach. I'll get you some when we're done talking.
That
Okay.
long?
All right, I'll go now.
Danke. Du
Don't touch
brauchst
anything while I'm
dich
gone.
auch nicht unbedingt beeilen, mein Freund. So, dass wir die Temperatur hochgedreht haben, hat natürlich einen Grund. Und auch, dass wir ihn jetzt aus dem Raum schicken. Denn letztendlich wollen wir natürlich seine Polizeimarke haben, denn das öffnet
I think
Türen.
I'll just borrow this badge.
Hey, what are you doing with my coat?
Nothing. I thought I saw something crawling on it.
Just drink this.
Thanks, tons. I mean it.
Ja, passiert jetzt noch was?
Okay. Anything else?
Eben gerade wollte ich noch was sagen. Achso, ja. Ich weiß nicht. Hier mit dem Remake im Vergleich zum Original, das ist alles so ein bisschen... Ich meine, jetzt bin ich so weit ins Spiel rein, jetzt will ich auch nicht mehr umsteigen, wisst ihr? Ich fange schon ein bisschen an, es echt zu bereuen, dass wir nicht das Original gespielt haben. Auf der anderen Seite hier mit dem Remake kann man... manche Sachen kriegt man doch ein bisschen besser mit, weil es einfach eine höhere Auflösung ist und sonst was alles. Und das Remake habe ich selber auch noch nicht erlebt. Anders als das Originalspiel, das habe ich schon ein paar Mal durchgespielt. Ist zwar auch schon ein paar Jahre her, aber naja. Von daher ist es für mich auch schon mal so ein bisschen was Neues, aber ich weiß es nicht. Ich glaube, meine Erwartungen an dieses Spiel waren einfach ein bisschen zu hoch. Weil meine Erwartungen vom Original halt eben damals auch so hoch gehalten worden sind. Und da ist es dieses Remake so ein kleines bisschen Enttäuschung. Aber es ist in Ordnung. Ja, wenn man diesen anfänglichen Initialschock erstmal überwunden hat, es ist schon in Ordnung. Ja, aber das Original ist halt einfach besser. Das ist meistens so.
I got those photographs you left for me.
Really? Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You got any more ideas for photos for the book?
Ja, tatsächlich schon.
Nope. I think we have everything we need.
Okay, but you shouldn't underestimate the power of beefcake, my friend.
Aber es ist gut zu wissen, dass wir hier noch ein Foto machen können. Das hat nämlich auch einen Grund. Auf den wir dann gleich kommen.
I'll let you get back to it.
Later, Knight.
Jetzt reden wir nämlich erstmal mit der guten Franks hier. Die soll uns ja die anderen Bilder zukommen lassen.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
Can you get a file for me?
What file would that be?
The Voodoo Murders file. Detective Mosley said I could see it.
Really? Well, if you said so.
Ich werde auch nicht nachfragen, ob das tatsächlich stimmt. Ich hole es einfach her. Danke.
There it is. You can look at it all you want, but don't leave this area with it, okay? And no photocopies either, I'm afraid.
Of course. I understand completely.
Okay, dann sehen wir es uns erstmal an.
It's the official police file containing the partial patterns from the Voodoo murders. The folder is marked with the warning, not to leave the police station.
Okay. Wir dürfen keine Kopien machen, wir dürfen die Akte auch nicht mit nach draußen nehmen. Das ist ein bisschen ungünstig. Denn wenn wir das komplette Muster reproduzieren wollen, dann brauchen wir diese 6 Bilder aus der Akte. Was tun wir also? Erstmal Franks
She
abschleppen.
probably wouldn't cooperate.
But I wouldn't mind trying.
Na gut, gehen wir nochmal in Mosleys Büro.
Don't leave the room with that file, please.
Ja, ist ja gut. Legen wir hier wieder den Posteingang ab. Denn dann wissen wir ganz genau, wo sie sich befindet.
I'm done.
Yeah, thanks.
Und
Detective
jetzt...
Mosley. Hard at work, I see.
Yeah. What is it, you wanker? Are you hot? Man, I'm hot.
Jetzt kommen wir nochmal auf die Sache mit den
Can I ask you
Fotos
about some
zu
stuff?
sprechen.
You're the writer. Ask away.
I got those photographs you left for me.
So you said. Did you think of any other shots for the book?
A cop author photo might be nice.
You and me? Together?
Why not? Of course, you'll have to try to tone down your masculinity.
Well, okay. I'll call the police photographer.
Und wir haben ja im Gespräch schon
Franks,
herausgefunden,
come in here a minute, would you? And bring your camera.
wer der Polizeifotograf ist.
I hate to put my coat on. It's so damn hot in here. But a picture's a picture.
What did you need, Detective Mosley?
We need a picture, please. And make it a good one, eh, sweetheart?
Sure, sweetheart.
Say chintzy.
Was there anything else, Knight?
How about one of me and Officer Franks?
Gee, I don't know. Franks? Just kidding, Franks. You want to get me fired for sexual harassment, Knight?
Well,
Verdammt nochmal, ich weiß nicht, was hier heute los ist. Das ist jetzt schon der zweite Absturz, den ich heute während irgendwelchen Aufnahmen hatte. Es ärgert mich ein bisschen. Habt aber im Prinzip nicht wirklich was verpasst hier. Ich mache jetzt einfach an dieser Stelle weiter. Ich hoffe, der kleine Schnitt ist jetzt nicht zu störend.
let's take another one.
Christ. Okay. One more. Franks?
Ready? Smile.
Was there anything else, Knight?
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight. Make it fast.
So, jetzt haben wir nämlich eine Gelegenheit, ohne dass Franks uns hier beaufsichtigt, uns die Akten nochmal zu schnappen. Und auch wenn wir sie höchstwahrscheinlich hier nicht so einfach aus dem Präsidium rausschmuggeln können, denn ihr wird wahrscheinlich auffallen, wenn die da nicht mehr liegen, gibt es etwas anderes, was wir jetzt schnell machen können. Denn hier steht ja ein wunderbarer Kopierer.
Just wanna check this machine here.
Unauffälliger geht's nicht, oder? So, jetzt haben wir die Kopien. Und das bedeutet, dass wir theoretisch das Original nicht mehr brauchen und das hier einfach mal wieder hinlegen. Denn vielleicht können wir ja damit noch was anfangen dann. Jetzt wollen wir aber hier Mosley und Franks auch nicht länger warten lassen.
Would you just get in here? Hurry up, would ya?
Okay, ready.
Thanks, hon. Let me know when you get them developed. The photos, that is.
Yeah, sure.
Anything else, Knight?
Nö, reicht
Nope,
erstmal.
that's about it.
Great. Thanks, Franks. Hey, I made a rhyme.
You're astonishing, mostly.
Don't call me that in front of the lady, wise guy. Thank God I can take this thing off again. Damn, it's hot.
Im Original haben sie wirklich gezeigt, dass wir die Jacke abgenommen hat.
Anything else?
Nö, wir sind erstmal fertig jetzt hier. Danke. Ich bin doch mal weg.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Have a good one.
Ich denke, Wir sind jetzt an dem Punkt angekommen, wo wir unsere Nachforschungen in Richtung Malia Gedde lenken sollten. Aber vorher noch mal ganz kurz ins Voodoo-Museum mit den
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
mit den Kopien von den anderen Mustern. Vielleicht kann Dr. John damit was anfangen. Können wir noch mal probieren.
Does this mean anything to you?
I cannot see that it does.
War ein Versuch wert. Danke.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Come back again.
Vielen, vielen Dank. Na gut. So. Auf zum Anwesen der Geddys. Natürlich aus rein investigatorischen Gründen und wegen nichts anderem.
Potted roses mark the entrance to the house. Perfectly groomed hedges run along the front of the porch. The huge trees bear beards of Spanish moss. The garden district is famous for its elaborate old plantation homes and mansions. This particular mansion is impeccably groomed. Tall, narrow shutters provide beauty and protection.
Na, das ist doch schön. Aha, wollen wir mal der guten Dame unsere Aufwartung machen? Vielleicht hat sie ja tatsächlich was mitgekriegt.
May I help you?
Du bist nicht die gute Dame.
I'd like to see Malia Gedde, please.
I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you.
Oh, aber ich habe, ich bin aus offiziellem Grund hier. Ich bin nämlich, Polymensch.
My name is Detective Mosley. I'm here on police business.
Really? How interesting. Wait here. I'll inform Miss Gedde.
Ich hoffe, auf der Dienstmarke ist kein Foto drauf. Ist ein bisschen traurig.
Miss Gedde will see you. Right this way.
Danke. Oh, schick hier.
Miss Gedde will be down shortly.
Echt schick hier.
Thank you.
Können wir uns jetzt hier noch umsehen oder kommt sie gleich rein? Das eine Foto da an der Wand, ist das Marie Laveau? Das linke? Und das da drüber, das oben links, das ist das Foto von ihrem Gesprächsporträt aus dem Original.
Detective?
Bin ich mir relativ sicher. Oh, Miss Gedde.
Beautiful women. They must be relatives.
They are.
Na gut, dass wir das geklärt haben. Gut, wir reden einfach mal direkt mit ihr.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Gedde?
I assume that's what you're here for, Detective.
Ja, tatsächlich.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Why would you want to know about that, Detective? It's rather silly, isn't it?
There's nothing silly about the voodoo murders.
But that voodoo is faked. That's what I've read in the papers.
That's what the papers say, all right.
But you're not convinced.
No, frankly, I'm not. The police department isn't known for its imagination.
Oh? Well, I can see that your imagination is considerable.
Are you sure you can't tell me anything about voodoo?
I really don't know much about it. Isn't there some place in town that you can find out about that sort of thing? A museum or something?
I believe there is a museum.
Then maybe you should check there.
Ich hoffe, es stört euch nicht, dass ich nicht so viel sage hier während der Gespräche. Ich wollte ein bisschen anders hinsetzen auch. Aber ich finde, die Unterhaltungen, die sprechen auch viel so für sich selbst. Gerade in Adventures, da muss man nicht so viel kommentieren, außer wenn ich wirklich was zu sagen habe. Und das wollte ich jetzt nur mal kurz einschieben.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The murders? Only what I read in the papers.
And what do you read in the papers?
I'm sure you know much more about it than I, detective.
Tell me about your life in New Orleans.
The Gedde family came to New Orleans in 1800. We worked very hard to get where we are. On the other hand, we've done a lot for this community.
I can believe that. You're doing a lot for me right now. Tell me more about New Orleans.
I'm afraid I don't get out into New Orleans society much. Because of the Gedde money, we have slots in the best country clubs and on the best Mardi Gras courts. But I must admit I hate it. I avoid actually making an appearance unless it becomes absolutely necessary.
I know about those courts. They're very exclusive.
Yes, especially when it comes to people of my race. That's why we don't turn down the appointments. It's a rare opportunity to rub their noses in it. But that's not where I spend my time. I have more important things to do with my life.
That's admirable. Many women would love the chance to get caught up in that kind of life.
I'm not any kind of woman you might be familiar with.
Yes, I can see that. Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm no expert. I don't fear them like most people do.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I believe it's some sort of local holiday, but I don't know much about it.
What do you know about Marie Laveau?
I've heard of her, of course, but that's about it.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Saint-Caux means?
No, I don't. What does it mean, Detective?
That's confidential information, ma'am. Do you know anything about animal masks?
Animal masks? I don't know what you mean.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I don't really have a choice. What do you want to know, Detective?
What kind of things interest you?
I don't have a lot of free time, but I do appreciate the arts. Opera, symphony, ballet, fine art. If you look around, you'll see that we collect African art, for example.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
It is, Detective. It means a great deal to me.
Do you have a career?
A career? Being the head of the Gedde family is a 24-hour-a-day job. We have many holdings and many responsibilities, financial and otherwise. The management of our business affairs and properties leaves me with time for little else.
Poor little rich girl?
Believe it or not, Detective, wealth does have its price.
Tell me about your family.
The Geddes? We're a very private family.
How many people are there in your family?
Well, my mother just passed away.
Oh, I am sorry.
So am I. She was a magnificent woman. We were very close. I was an only child.
And your father?
I never knew him.
It's hard to believe that any man would leave a woman like you, or like your mother must have been.
He did not leave, Detective. But that's really none of your concern.
I'm sorry. Go on.
There are, of course, other Geddes in the city. I have a large extended family.
I see. Do you have a husband, boyfriend?
I'm very independent, Detective. The women in my family have always preferred it that way.
So you've never been married?
No, and I never will be.
What about children?
Yes, that is likely. Someday.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I have a business degree from Vanderbilt. I wanted to study psychology, but my family's interests came first.
Oh, why not something like law, then? Surely that would have been an asset to the family.
Law? Please. I do have some morals, Detective.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
For the record, I'm 28, Detective.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I have few friends. A woman in my position can't really afford them. I try to stay away from the media as much as possible. Last year there was that story about John Jr. and I. Phone didn't stop ringing for weeks. I prefer to keep my private life private. I would appreciate it if you'd keep my name away from any public association with the police, Detective.
Of course. I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, Detective.
So, was haben wir noch? Aber nur sprechen kann man noch.
This is quite a place.
Thank you. It's been in the family a long time.
Done anything exciting lately?
I'm sorry, but I'm very busy. Can we get to the point?
So what's new with you?
Nothing that would interest you, I'm sure, Detective.
Do you receive all your visitors in this library?
Usually. I feel more comfortable surrounded by things that I love.
So, you like books?
My books, my art, yes.
You know, we have a lot more in common than you might imagine.
I would love to chat about that sometime, Detective. But I'm really pressed at the moment.
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could. But I've never seen or heard anything unusual at the lake. And I do spend quite a bit of time out there.
Mhm. Okay. Sie ist oft am See, ja? Interessant. Okay. Dann beginnen wir jetzt mal mit unserer gloriosen Selbstzerstörung.
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite like that brownish gold. It's so deep and rich. Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you, Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Gedde.
Then you must be truly exceptional at your job.
I can't help noticing that you're in incredible shape, Miss Gedde. Your legs are so strong. Do you work out at one of the clubs by the lake?
Well, Detective, I do enjoy physical activity.
Oh, me too.
Actually, I was referring to swimming and modern dance. I can't say that I do much exercising at the lake, though.
Ah, well, it was worth asking.
I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective, are you?
Who, me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Gedde.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with Detective Mosley on a book.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
Well, I am researching the book, and I thought you might have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but I swear I've never done anything like this before.
Mr. Knight, you've lied about your identity and wasted my time with meaningless questions. If it weren't vaguely flattering, I'd really be angry. You're lucky I don't call the real police. I think you should go, Mr. Knight.
Malia, wait. If you just give me a chance.
I've wasted enough time. I'll have Robert show you out.
Autsch. Das nenne ich mal,
Robert?
abgeblitzt.
Show Mr. Knight out, please.
Oh, der guckt so böse.
I most certainly will.
Thank you very much. I had a lovely time. Ah,
Tschüss.
shit.
Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ich komme morgen wieder vorbei. Ja, das lief doch ganz gut. Oder? Lief es gut? Doch, das lief gut. Hat uns vielleicht in unseren Ermittlungen jetzt nicht unbedingt vorangebracht, aber... Doch, das lief gut. tatsächliche Ermittlungen dann wieder in der nächsten Folge von Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. Bis dann.